Our sponsor this month is Published, an affiliate of Village Voices. Published offers all author services from writing tips, critiques, manuscript evaluations, and editing, as well as tips to help you become published. If you prefer to self-publish, purchase the step-by-step book on publishing through Amazon, or purchase services a la carte, from formatting to creating custom covers, or even tips to gather endorsements. The staff is headed by 2 professional writers. After your books are published, either trade paper, electronically, or both, purchase marketing tips, web services, book trailers, or turn your book into an audiobook. Publish provides all your writing, publishing, and marketing needs. So give them a call at 941-748-6865. Contact them online at dgould497@aol.com, or go to the website at www.publishedavillagevoices.webs.com. Good afternoon. Welcome to Culture Coast. The intro you just heard was by Al Musitano, and today we're interviewing a band, Lady and Gentleman, one of each. Hi guys, how are you?
I'm doing all right.
All right, now who is our lady?
That would be me. My name is Emily Owen.
Emily Owen?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Emily.
Hi.
I'm the gentleman. My name is Matt Roback.
Matt Roback. And you both just played at the Pick-in' Picnic this past weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how long have you been playing music?
I've been playing guitars for about 13 years now. Drums for about 6 here and there, kind of noodling around. But yeah.
Well, I've been singing my entire life since I was a baby almost, and it just kind of grew from there.
All right. Now you're the vocalist, and you do both drums and guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have drums up on the stage, or were you just doing the guitar for
Just
the
guitar.
Pick-in'?
I've played drums in other bands, but we have a little tiny baby kick drum that we try to.
I like to stomp it out on.
when you need that rhythm?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And so there's just the two of you. How long have you two been together as the Lady and the Gentleman?
Going on 6 months
Yeah,
now.
I believe it's been 6 months since we've been a band.
And how did you hook up together artistically, musically here?
I saw her play at a venue called Nightlife many a year ago, out in Sarasota, and I think you were opening up for
I was opening up for your band.
my old hardcore band Reflections, and I just started talking to her and became friends. Honestly, we didn't do anything musically until about 6 months ago, till we both started working at Sam Ash and did open mics there and started playing together.
So both of you work at Sam Ash?
Used to.
Okay. So that's one way of meeting other musicians, I suppose.
Yeah.
It works.
And neither of you are there now?
No.
Okay. So, you had another band, Reflections, and you called it what?
Hardcore, kind of like metal, I guess.
Okay.
Broad spectrum, but yeah, we were a band for about a year and a half, and then just kind of disbanded due to people going to college and personal differences and musical differences.
Bands tend to transition, but this is what I've been hearing a lot of. They
Yeah.
transition. People transition in and out and in and out, and eventually they come to get together. I mean, we all heard even back in the day. The Beatles had a different Beatle when it first started. I mean,
Pete Best, yeah. The worst was with us because we were so young at the time. When I was in the band, I was 16, and we're all going through growing pains and stuff like that, and then just kind of taking out on each other. But it ran its course, and it was pretty fun while it lasted.
All right. And as underage, were you working in clubs? Are you allowed to do that?
We were only playing in Nightlife, and that was a youth organization. We played Transitions, which is near the skate park at Tampa, in Tampa. And those were really the only two venues we played in back.
Because you were underage. Now, you really can underage people play in a bar?
If you have your parental guardian with you.
I was curious. All right, now, where did you get your start? You said almost from the beginning. Are your parents vocal? Are they?
Yeah, my dad, Al Owen, he's actually in a local band around the area, and he's always just been very supportive of my music. My whole family has been really supportive of my music from day one, but he definitely has pushed me in that direction.
And did you take lessons in school? Did you?
Yeah, I've been singing in choirs since I was about 7, and then from there on, I was probably like 13, 12 when I started getting like one-on-one lessons for like theater and stuff like that.
So to put your voice up and out and get it out there even without a mic?
Exactly. Yeah, it was for like Broadway productions that we were doing at school and things like
it's
that.
It's really good for your lungs.
Yes, it is.
So you've had quite a bit of training vocally.
Yeah.
And do you play any instruments at all?
Yeah, I play guitar actually myself. And I'm the tambourine.
I saw you with the tambourine. And so you play guitar and drums, and you're doing vocals and tambourine and guitar. All right. So how long have you been playing the guitar?
That one is a little bit less recent. That one's probably like 12, 13
so
when I started playing, really.
Was that because you needed to sing stuff to yourself at home and...
Yeah, one reason was
music?
because I just wanted to be able to like play what I want to sing without having to look for the backing track or anything like that. I was starting to write my own songs, and I really didn't have anything that I could.
Yeah, how do
back
you?
me up.
You kind of would have to be
Yeah.
able to do your own music, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about that, but if you don't, who do you play to?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that does. So you've always written your own music?
Yeah, since I was pretty young, I've loved it. It's just come really easy to me.
What kind of music do you prefer? What do you write? What do you sing?
I write like what we play, like folk, indie, I like writing a little bit more spunky stuff recently. Recently, because in the past I was just kind of in like I'm in Bon Iver all the time mode.
You're in what bear?
Bon Iver, it's a band that's...
It's hard to describe their sound. They're very instrumental,
melancholy.
But very melancholy is the way to put it.
Okay, all right. Do you know Laura Nero, like that type of melancholy?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Because I know she's one of the few songwriters that she did all her own stuff. She didn't. I don't think she did anybody else's. But it always did seem rather melancholy.
Yeah.
So you're coming out of your melancholy stage and you're getting into a little bit more peppy.
Yes. That's exactly what's happening.
Not preppy, peppy.
Exactly.
Upbeat.
Yeah.
Not so emo.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, is Matt responsible for some of that? I mean,
I'd say so.
Yeah, I do. I'm not the best songwriter in the world, but I'll throw in a lyric here.
But you're more into the peppy rather than the
melancholy
melancholy
exactly.
emo, because
like
heavy metal just doesn't really work with you.
Doesn't no, it really doesn't.
So coming from two very diverse musical backgrounds. Now, yours, when did you start? How old were you?
I got my first guitar. My dad bought a Washburn BT2 for me when I was about 5 years old. I'm a pawn shop for about $100, and he's like, "All right, here's a song book for Simon and Garfunkel. Learn." Because when he was in the service, he served 30 years in the Air Force, and to pass the time, he had a little band going on. He knew a little bit there, so I always idolized him because he knew 3 chords and I didn't know any. So my life mission was to surpass him. And
4 chords.
4 chords, fantastic. So I think I've done all right by that. But I've been playing for about 13 years. I started out with, like I said, Simon and Garfunkel, Buddy Guy, B.B. King, a lot of blues, Delta blues, Robert Johnson, Son House, Sonny Boy Williamson. Then progressing into classic rock from the 70s and the 80s. Just pretty much anything from the 30s to present, I love listening to. Anything, I like to say good music is good music. You can't really go anywhere else besides that.
Now, you mentioned early on having a big background in the blues. Do you think that you're trending back towards that now that you're out of the heavy metal?
Yeah, definitely feel like that. I've been in a couple blues jam bands, just kind of touring like Aces and that kind of stuff, doing that whole little circuit around here.
Well, it does seem to be really big in the Bradenton area.
Yeah, it's
not
very,
so much Sarasota, but the
not so
Bradenton
much.
area seems, now with the Blues Review here, we've gone very blues. I think
Yeah,
they were
RJ House and
they
all
were
those
planning
guys.
on going jazz, but Blues Review came in and it went, oh, you know what?
Blues
We
sounds
like
good.
blues.
And it goes so much better with Bradenton.
It really
It does.
does.
I mean,
yeah.
Bradenton blues works.
Yeah.
Bradenton jazz.
Ah.
It's okay, but I think that'd be better with Jacksonville jazz.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There you go.
So the jazz people will have to go up to Jack's.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've done that, and you said your father was a local musician.
Yes, he is.
And he's still playing?
Yes, he's in Soul Purpose, which is a local reggae rock roots band.
And does he do it full time, or does he have a job and then
He
the
has
band?
a job and the band, but
So-
he
and
really
is that where-
loves the focus on the band.
And is that what you're doing too? Do you have a job and the band?
Yes.
Okay, what do you do in your day job?
Right now, I am serving. I'm doing. I'm working at Tijuana Flats and PF Chang's.
Oh,
So-
nice. And now,
Coming
did
up
you?
Ranger.
You said that the band you were in was transitioning in and out for college. Did you go to college here?
Yep, I did a year and a half at SCF, going back in the fall to finish everything else up.
Get your associates.
Yeah.
It's a start.
Yeah.
And you're not in debt over your head
I know.
when you go to state college.
Exactly.
I mean, where do you generally play now? We've been together 6 months. The first month or two, I'm sure you were just getting.
Yeah, we were doing open
songs
mics
that-
and stuff. We first couple months we were a band. We didn't have a name, so we just called it Matt and Me. That's when we were playing open mics at Sam Ash and all that kind of stuff. We slowly graduated to playing at Growlers,
Growlers.
booking shows at Growlers, and then playing at Cock and Bull a lot because Don and Howie are really good friends of mine. I've been playing with them and dealing with them for years now.
Then we kind of just like picked up like little gigs everywhere. Like we would get some at farmers markets. We would get some over here in the Palmasola Farmers Market, and then we graduated to Pig and Picnic, and that at first.
And the main stage at Pick and
The
Picnic.
main stage.
Yeah.
You were not on the Mosaic. You were on the Pavilion stage.
Yes. We've been in with Pick and Picnic for
Well, since the start, since the first one.
since the first one.
Yeah.
So
Now
we've
you
watched it grow, and it's really cool.
Now, you say the first one, they did this when?
Oh god, this is a few months back. I was at the
4 months ago.
4
I'd
months
say.
ago. Yeah, I was at the Mosaic Theater. We obviously didn't have a grant or anything like that, so we just kind of set up and played. I think it was from like 11 in the morning to 6.
Like self-promoted everything.
Yeah, and it worked out really well. We had probably 200, 250 people.
Now, when you go to these things, do you find that you get any gigs that come to you from them? Or do you just use them to go out and promote yourself to different clubs?
A little bit of both. I noticed we've had a few people come up like, hey, that are in bands, like, hey, let's book a show here, or yada, 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 or we'll go out of our way and find someone that owns a venue, or do the same process, find another band, like, hey, where are you guys playing? We, get on a ticket somewhere. Just kind of do it that way.
But there isn't like a central place where you can go and register. Now, you mentioned Sam Ash has
Mm-hmm.
open mics.
Yeah, they do open mics on
Wednesday
Wednesdays.
6:30 to 7. No, 6 to 7:30. I'm sorry.
An hour and a half for open
Yes.
mics on Wednesdays.
Yes, and if you play, you get a $10 gift certificate.
Nice.
Yeah.
I never
Free
even heard about.
$10.
Hey, I never
Yeah.
even heard about this, but it's one way to meet and greet and find. And I guess if you were a
Exactly.
club or something, you could check it out and see if you like somebody there during that time period.
Exactly.
Now they don't have anything to eat or drink, so.
No, it's
They have water.
They've got a little water fountain in the back.
But it doesn't. And where do you play there? I mean,
They've set up like a little makeshift stage. They got one of the little riser stages, and they put it in like the middle of the guitar section.
now
so.
has this been going on long?
Yeah, I'd say so.
And
Probably
is it
like
well
like
attended?
It's all right now. They're still working on getting more people, but I know
Some
they're
nights it's not so good, and other Wednesday nights it's real
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's just kind of hit or miss, really.
they're really looking to get more people in
Do
there
they
for that, though.
promote it at all?
In store they do.
Yeah.
in store.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where most musicians end up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But the people who, I'm just wondering how it works for people who aren't musicians that would want to hire them. Open mics there don't seem like they'd be that great. Now, have you done any of the, like, galleries or restaurants and stuff along Main Street in Sarasota or in Bradenton?
Not yet.
We're actually looking to go
Yeah.
and book those places.
So that's your day job, huh?
Yep.
Finding,
I'm the
finding
booker.
bookings.
Yeah, I've
you
been-
have to find the bookings while she goes to work.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta bring home the money.
Well, hey, you know, if you can make a living and not at $50 for both of you for a night,
Exactly.
that won't cut it. But I, from what I've heard from most of the musicians that I've done, it's $100 per person
Hmm.
for the band to make during the night. So if they have a 5-piece band, it's going to cost them $500. If they've
Yeah.
got a 2-piece band, it's going to cost them $200. So
Exactly.
you may have a leg up on it that way because
Yeah.
you're cheaper than the bigger band, and you still got a really good sound.
Yeah.
And by the way, I was at the picnic and I heard you sing, and it was very, very, your voice was very nice, beautiful.
Thank you so much.
And those were all your own songs.
yes, there was a few that were covers,
Yeah,
but
3 covers.
like
that was
3
about
in
it.
there. But
Just mix them in
Mhm.
Yeah.
so that the crowd recognizes something.
Yeah.
exactly.
But they're similar in the sound of them to
Yeah.
your regular stuff.
Yeah.
So what are those 3 cover songs that you tend to do?
We do Folsom Prison by Johnny Cash, The Girl by City and Color, and if we have a little extra time left over in our set, we'll do Sleeping Sickness by City and Color. So he's more of a folk
Okay.
folk band. So he actually just put out a new album, and it's really good.
Oh, so you might pick up another song from him, huh?
Yeah, I've been learning.
It's possibility.
It's bound to happen.
Now, do you sing at all
Yeah, I do backup vocals every now and again.
when you need that extra?
Low.
Now, your voice? It's alto, right?
yes.
Okay, you're not soprano. You're
No,
You're just lower.
I have an alto voice, but if need be, I can hit the soprano range.
If you need to.
Yeah.
But not comfortably.
Yeah.
You're
It's
not
a little bit of a
not
stretch.
Olivia Newton-John.
Oh no, not by any chance.
All right. And do you have a website yet?
We have a Facebook. We don't actually have a bona fide website. I'm actually working on that. Facebook is facebook.com/FOHLKYOU.
FOHLKYOU.
YOU.
So it's folk you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm not sure if that's the best paid name. I get
Yeah.
the folk part, but okay.
Yeah.
That's a little odd.
Yeah.
And why didn't you do Lady and Gentleman?
That was actually taken.
Oh, how dare they?
I know.
Yeah.
And you can't have the same exact title, but I do like the way everybody uses gentlemen in the area, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you and Gentleman Army, and there's a lot of gentlemen out there. And it's like, wow, who knew Bradenton was so gentle?
Indeed.
Now, the concert that you just did, that was 1 hour.
Mhm.
Were you paid for that?
Yes.
All right. I wasn't sure if that was a paid venue or not. I mean, for the big stage. Now, you also mentioned that you're familiar with Roll Over. Are you a skater?
Yes.
Skateboarder?
I used to be very good and hurt myself a lot. So now I just kind of cruise around.
Isn't it cool that it's right next to the hospital?
It's so convenient. It's like, oh, you hurt yourself? Yeah, you can kind of limp over to the hospital and take care
Or
of
they
it.
can just send the stretcher over.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
mean, it's not far to go. Are you familiar with Wade and his whole Roll Forever
Yeah.
group? I said it wrong before, didn't I? I got that from Jeanette. Thank you very much, Jeanette. She said Roll Over, and I can't seem to get over that. It's Roll Forever. So
Yeah, Wade Hamilton's a very good guy. He's got a very good cause and good T-shirts. They fit well.
you could end up working with them and working with the kids to teach them, music.
I would hope so. I mean,
I know he's doing the skateboarding side of it, but there's lots of other things that some of them are interested in,
Yeah.
and
Definitely.
it's
It's a
all
whole new
supposed.
realm of entertainment that's being brought to Bradenton that hasn't been here before. That's expanding the minds of the locals here.
Yeah, there's been a lot of positive changes, I think, in
Yeah.
the last 5 years.
I completely agree.
Before that, now you're both natives, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You were both born here?
Yes.
So you've grown up in this whole, and seen the actual
Oh yeah.
immense change that's taken place in the last 5 years, more so
Yeah.
than any time prior to that. I don't know what the switchover was, but it did seem to come together really well, and it's amazing to see it just growing and growing, and they have a lot more planned.
Yeah, I'm
So,
excited.
I am too. It's interesting to be in the middle of something that's just starting out.
Yeah.
So you have the Facebook FOHLKYOU. Now, if they put in one of your names, do you have your own websites that would get them? Do you have anything on YouTube?
I have a YouTube.
You have a YouTube.
Yeah, and that is youtube.com/Emily
Okay.
Jewell with 2 L's.
How do you spell the
JEWELL.
Okay.
Official.
Official?
Mhm.
Okay, so it's Emily Jewell Official, and that's on YouTube. So if
Yes.
they go to YouTube, they just put Emily Jewell with 2 L's Official, and
Yes.
your one of your songs will pop up.
Mhm.
Very nice. And Matt will get some of them online when he gets the website all up
Yes.
and running.
Yeah.
And you are working on that now?
Yeah, I actually took a web design class when I was in SCF, and from what I know, I'm trying to build a very simple based website for now to kind of get us up and running.
Yes, but put on audio, that takes,
Very helpful,
It's difficult. I mean, you have to do videos or audios and incorporate those when you're a band rather than just having pretty pictures.
Exactly.
Artists get to just put up pictures. It
Right.
just has way simpler.
Indeed.
But you're just musical artists, and it makes your job a little tougher. Now,
It's more rewarding.
so you have Facebook. You don't have. You mentioned you're working on an EP, but you don't have it out yet.
Correct. We recorded with Neil Parsons at Science Recording Studios, and we're in the process of getting that all kind of wrapped up and squared away.
And is it one song or more than one?
It's 5 songs.
5 songs
Yep.
on your EP. Okay, and they're all originals.
Yep.
Yes.
And you will use that to help you with your booking.
Yes, very much
Yes.
so.
And it will be on your website for sale. Will you have it on CD Baby or
Yep,
Reverb
I'm gonna
Nation or
work-
any of those?
Work with both of those.
We're going to have Reverb Nation. I want to hopefully get it on iTunes eventually if we can. Spotify, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a new world for
It is.
recording too. I mean, you don't have to fight and get a recording contract now to do it. You can actually get it, and if you start promoting it right, sometimes they are your ticket in.
Exactly.
Yep, exactly.
Well, that's great. And now we're going to let you guys pull out your guitar, and we're going to let you play one
Awesome.
song for the show. A question: you write your songs. Where do you get your inspiration for them? Do you write poetry, or is it a story in your mind? How does it all happen?
It's a little bit of poetry. It mostly comes from experiences that have happened to me before, what I'm going through at the time. If like I'm going through a rough patch or I'm ridiculously happy, I'll write down what I'm thinking and I'll go back and I'll organize it and I'll put it in order.
Okay, now
And-
the song that you're going to be playing later in the show, "Breathe,"
Yeah.
that is, how did that come about?
I was really I felt like I was stuck in a rut at one time, and I really didn't know what I was doing, and I almost felt like I couldn't breathe. And so I was just sitting in my room one day, I was looking for jobs, and I was like, I need to get out of this rut. And so I just started writing, and it completely brought me out of what I was.
Now, did this all happen in one day, over a few days? What is your normal process with this songwriting thing?
This song, the specific song specifically, only took a day, but usually it can take anywhere from 5 minutes to a week. It's really all depends on like what kind of mood you're in, how awake you are.
And do you do the music yourself, or do you come up with the words and then Matt comes up with the music to go with it?
It's a little bit of both. We both put in a good effort on trying to come up with words and the music for it.
Yeah.
So because you work together so well, it just you're able to pull that off.
Yeah, it just kind
Yeah.
of clicks.
It's like a weird brother-sister relationship. Like the sister I never had and the brother she never wanted. So it works out.
Got it.
Well, it was very nice to meet you both, and we will hear your song in just a moment. Thank
All
you
right.
very
Thank
much
you.
for being on Culture Coast. Village Voices in downtown Bradenton, Florida, the largest artist colony in the state. 42 acres of artist homes, galleries, and restaurants feature handcrafted gifts, fine art sculptures, painting, enviro art, healing arts, mystics, and musical mayhem, lifting this once mediocre neighborhood into the crown jewel of the city of Bradenton. A few of the featured galleries are unique in their offerings. The Village of the Arts includes Village Voices, a book gallery for Florida authors only. The Village Mystic, offering all things metaphysical from meditation, massage, aromatherapy, mediums, psychics, shamans, Reiki healing, and much more. The Dancing Crane Gallery exhibits fine art and custom jewelry. Heart's Desire is a fashion boutique showcasing local and national fashion designers. 5 restaurants to please your palate offer everything from Sicilian delights, healthy gourmet salads, sandwiches, and specialties. Down-home dining, baking sweets from wedding cakes to cookies, and the newest addition offering rustic breads and New York exclusives created by Chef Jim Copening. Musicians abound, playing everything, jazz, blues, folk, and rocks as you stroll the avenues enjoying the twinkling lights during the First Friday art walks or at the Second Friday New Age events on 10th Ave West. For more information, directions, or days and hours of operation, please visit their website at www.villageofthearts.com.